Shalom, y'all. Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's Michael Israel here. You watching Spiritual Combat. And as you could tell by the title, I had to spell it out cryptically to kind of navigate the um that social media algorithms. So that's why I spelled it out like that. But what we're gonna do, I'm coming on here. We're gonna just have some real talk about the CO9 virus going around, um, and really, what I'm gonna do is just put out some facts and give everybody some natural ways, easy ways to protect yourself. So, and I want to educate people, so that they don't wind up, in a bad situation. So we're gonna get into all that. Of course, see if it's up, if it's coming up good on there. You gotta. Okay, it's not skipping. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for some of y'all. Shalom. Hey, and if y'all could in the comments, let me know how I'm coming across, and then we'll press forward. But yeah, I'm just bringing everybody up to speed because I think um, there's a lack of awareness of the severity and the seriousness of this virus that's going around. Um, So what I'm gonna do, I'm just go through a couple things to just kind of make sure people don't get caught and it's too late. You know, um, one of the things I've talked about this for a while. I've been speaking on this for over a year. I've my father passed away from this virus early on, almost a year to the date, and uh, just in the beginning, it kind of disturbed me, the whole how people were kind of getting caught up in conspiracy theories about what this virus really is, to their own demise. And then what you hear. uh, I saw a thing on the news where this nurse, she was saying how there were people on their deathbed. They were getting ready to incubate them and put them in an induced coma, and they still were sitting there saying it's not real. And the one nurse, she was saying how people died and they thought it was fake. And it needs to be taken serious, and there needs to be the I'm not saying everything. There's no such thing as conspiracy theory or whatever like that. Like there's no such things as conspiracies, but there has to be a sound, righteous way of evaluating what these what is conspiracy, or what is a conspiracy theory and what is not. There's people out here who, you can ask them, like, what would make you believe that what the news is saying is factual, and they'll tell you nothing. There's nothing they can do. There's a lot of people, if the news says this, then they're believing that. And we got to have a better uh we have to have a better way, a more righteous, wise way of arriving at a conclusion about things, about these types of things. So like I said, real fast, before, because I'm not for those, I'm gonna just get right to the point, and then I'll elaborate on a bunch of other stuff as we go on, because this is what's important. What you need to do is, there's three things you need to be doing, um, so that, and there's one thing you don't need to be doing. Okay, concerning this virus, this thing going around, the three things you need to be doing is, number one, it's all about immune system, regardless. I don't care. I know some people say it's 5G radiation poisoning. Some people say it's in this, it's in that. You know, I'm not on here to debate what this thing really is. You know, me personally, I believe it is what they say it is. It's a virus. It's a plague from y'all. That is my that is a conclusion I've arrived at. But that's neither here nor there. What you need to be doing to protect yourself so you don't fall victim to this thing is there's three things. Number one, you got to build up your immune system. How do you do that? Elderberry. There's other herbs that will build up your immune system too. Elderberry is one of the more popular ones. Um, Pretty soon here, maybe might even do it tomorrow. I'll do a quick video on just how you can just buy some bulk elderberry on your own and make it yourself. You know what I'm saying? But elderberry, take it daily. The second thing, diet, eat properly. You know, don't eat a diet that consumes all your body's energy to digest. You know, I teach a lot about that. There's a lot of brothers in Hebrew Israelite community teach about that. You got to stay off all these processed junk foods. You don't want to be overcome by surfeiting. You know that verse in Sirach, um, the eating of too much meats causes cholera. You know, so there's you could book this stuff. It backs it up. Okay. The third thing, okay, is, and this all these are all just as powerful. Okay. The third thing is activity, exercise, you know, consistent walking. Me, I don't I don't get up early and go walk around, my neighborhood. I don't do that, but the nature of my work, I'm an aircraft mechanic. I typically have to walk a half mile a day regardless. I'm climbing on airplanes, and I'm just doing a lot of walking regardless. But activity is a big thing. uh, you're going to be at risk for all manners of disease and illness, regardless if you're lacking in these areas. Now, if you go in hard in the paint in one of these areas, it's going to significantly increase, you know, the effect of this on you. But if you're a person, you're not taking herbs, so you're not taking anything that boosts your immune system. You eat like garbage. So the bulk of the food you consume consists of meat and bread and stuff like that, meat and grains. So and all that stuff, and a very small percent of the food you eat is fruit and vegetables. If that's how you're eating, and then you sit around and you don't have activity, you, you're gonna be in a this thing could hit you hard. And what I've been doing, I study. When I'm researching something or looking over something, I'm not biased. I look at both sides and thoroughly look it over and hold fast to that which is true. That what could be backed up, not to the story that sounds good. And I'm just saying that because I looked at I was looking at, and I'm listening to like one of the places I do my research at. I listen to MedCram, and what it is medical doctors speaking from a medical standpoint. A lot of times they use the medical jargon, breaking down what this stuff really is, this virus, and what they're finding out, and all that stuff like that. And I'll tell you one interesting conclusion I did come to, and this is probably not a big shocker, is it, this thing mutates quick. And they don't want to put it out there, but they are worried about it. The latest strain just popped up in California, and it's called the double mutant strain. And what's happened, normally it just mutates once, Well, this one done mutated twice. The strain that's spreading all over right now in America is the UK strain, which basically, just summing it up to make it real simple, the ability of these new strains to latch on to your cells has increased, where they just latch on and they don't come disconnected. That's the big change, okay? And that's what makes it so contagious and all that stuff like that. Um, like I said, I'm not. Uh, I believe I've had it because I'm not gonna go get tested and not sticking nothing up my nose, but I believe I've had it. I definitely experienced all the symptoms, but in very minute um, levels to where I was able to go to work and do what I needed to do. But there's people around me where, yeah, they fully, I mean, if your body ain't ready, your immune system ain't where it needs to be, man, this thing will floor you. And I was listening um, to some people talk, and some people have told me, I know one person, they've had numbness in their legs. They couldn't feel their legs. There's stories of people with full body paralysis, people having strokes, all types of crazy stuff when this junk hits you. So the the long or the short of it is, and this just goes back, I mean, this is how basic and perfect everything is. Eat right, take care of your body, take care of your temple. And when you look at the one thing I said not to do, that you don't want to do, don't, or that I wouldn't do, I wouldn't get no daggone vaccine, no mRNA vaccine that can program your DNA. Okay. But when you look at how these vaccines function, what they do, or what the current vaccines, their intended purpose is to basically just get your immune system familiar with the virus so it can attack it quicker. At, at the end of the day, it's about the immune system. The vaccine ain't doing nothing. It's about the immune system Yah gave you. And all you got to do is strengthen it. And how do you strengthen it? Get some elderberry, exercise, and eat right. Don't bog your immune system down trying to kill off all the crap you're eating, all the garbage that's in all the trashy food you eat. You see what I'm saying? Eat a clean diet that encourages your immune system to get strong. And I'm telling y'all, man, I'm trying to warn y'all. I'm trying to give y'all trying to give y'all a heads up, because look, trust me, man, this thing, it will, it like they need to call it the Mike Tyson virus, because it put folks out, boy. It will put you down. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, shalom, y'all, shalom. Good to see all y'all in there. So, you want to use wisdom on this thing. Um, even myself, what happened with me, I had fell off from my diet a little bit because of the feast days and everything that was going on, and I had felt we weren't keeping a disciplined regimen of elderberry intake and everything like that. But the way we are with herbs, nothing's, we're always taking herbs in some way, shape, or form during the week and stuff like that. And a lot of herbs we take, they're alkaline herbs, so most of them are going to boost the immune system anyway. So something hits us, yeah, it's going to affect us, but we're not going to be in a coma in the hospital, on an incubator machine. You know what I'm saying? But it you gotta you got to use you gotta the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding with this thing. Don't be ignorant of this thing. Is I know there's a lot now. I haven't heard so much, because I know early on people were saying there's no such thing as a virus, it don't exist, it's just the flu. Okay. Okay. And when it hits your ass, We'll see what you calling it, you know. Because I know with me, what happened with me, uh, it just seemed like a real slow, persistent tickling itch in the throat, in the back of my throat, that just wouldn't go away. When it normally would, it would not go away. That's how it came on to me. And then eventually it just went away. And, but I had like tingly type skin, or you call it the chills or whatever you want to call it. I had that and muscle soreness. And the muscle soreness comes from after your immune system um, kills the virus off. It leaves behind, I forget what it's called, but it leaves something behind that causes your muscles to be stiff. And I'll break it down a little better. But it leaves, I forget what it's called behind, and it causes your muscles to be stiff until your body cleanses it all out of you. So the muscle stiffness is a sign that, hey, it's killing it off. The cold, tingly skin is just your body. Um, it's your body trying to raise the temperature so that it could kill the virus off and everything like that. Um, Somebody said, "Do you think all these lockdowns and face masks are really necessary?" Uh, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, what I think is a mask ain't gonna stop it, and a lockdown ain't gonna stop it. What's gonna stop? You got to boost your immune system. That's what I think is key. But I mean, initially I was like, man, this is what the heck, I was like, why are they going all like this, until I got it, but then I seen other people get it, and see they got it worse than me, and I saw what it did, and it's brutal, you know. There's a sister down here in the hospital, and it doesn't progress like a normal cold or flu that you're used to. It's weird. I mean, the symptoms are weird. The stuff you're hearing about is just weird. Like, there's an individual, they said their legs went numb until they went to the bathroom, and did a number two, and then everything kind of went back to normal. Like their body was trying to get that waste out, and it's something else, man. Like I said, me, when I read book, this a play. This, I don't see them getting this off. I've been saying that for a year. Like, and like I said, it's it's the real deal. Let me see. Somebody said, I'm hospitalized coming back to New York City. Someone gave me COVID with pneumonia. Um, yeah, you gotta get out of New York. But uh, you said COVID with pneumonia. Pneumonia. Understand this, because pneumonia is a lung infection. So COVID, you kind of, you know what I'm saying? So basically, when COVID gets in your lungs, they call it pneumonia because it's an infection in your lungs, which you need to be careful of. There was an individual who got this, and the doctor prescribed them antibiotics, and I was like, why they prescribe their, antibiotics? I was like, it's a virus, and antibiotics don't kill viruses. They kill the good stuff that would kill the virus. So and their situation got pretty serious, naturally. When this thing is actually pretty simple, you just boost your immune system. Somebody said probiotics, prebiotics, and essential zinc and vitamin D. And vitamin D is sunlight. Get sunlight. Now you could take, depending on where you live, they have vitamin D, that your body, vitamins or whatever that you could take. But essentially, you get vitamin D from the sunlight, and you need to get it because it's part of what helps your immune system fight this thing off. They said ginger, turmeric, lemon, and a little honey, elderberry. Yep, you got to be on this thing, and a fruit diet. Eating a lot of fruit because that's like a cleaner. It's gonna help your body clean, all that stuff like that. Y'all seen all this stuff. Somebody said baby aspirin to prevent blood clots. Uh, there's something else going on if you having blood clots. Okay. Oh, you're talking about in your lungs. If you're talking about with if you're talking about um, and we'll get into that now. But if you're talking about having uh, coronavirus and it turns into pneumonia, you need to be taking mullein and elecampane, drinking the tea. I've even recently, what I'm experimenting with is I got a tincture I made of it, and it's in this experimental stage. That means uh, I'm the guinea pig. I'm using it on myself. Yeah, but no, if it's getting into your lungs, you need to take mullein and elecampane, and that's something I wanted to say because we sell that tea and all that, the mullein elecampane tea, but one of the things, and I'm even guilty of it because I've been busy the past couple of weeks. Um, when you're coming down with something like this, you need to hit it aggressively. So that doesn't mean you take the tea and you drink it once. Like, okay, it didn't do nothing. No, I'm talking about drinking that stuff every hour and flooding your body with it and just aggressively hitting it. Because I'm telling you, once this thing gets in and gets in your body, man, I'm telling you, if it hit the right way, you're gonna be out for a week, easy. You're gonna be out of the game. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. What was your first symptom? The throat, just a persistent tickle, itching type. Where you want to like scratch the back of your throat, scratching the back of your throat, persistent for like 4 or 5 or more days straight, and little headaches popping in and out. And then, I mean, it was, and what I was doing, but I wasn't doing it aggressively like I should have. I was taking uh what's it called? What's that called? Slippery elm bark with ginger. And I lay back and just let it slowly slide down my throat, and like the ginger will burn away at it, and that worked a little. But what worked real efficiently and knocking out real fast is I have this tooth powder that I brush my teeth with, and it got probably like 8 different ingredients that either detoxify or cleanse your mouth and all that stuff. And that seemed to knock that out. And then after that, I began getting kind of little subtle chills and slight muscle aches and stuff, but I was still pretty functional. Um, Whereas other people, it floored them. And when I say floored, it's like you can't move. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so tired. It's not a game, and it's like there's a lot of people don't got no clear answers. Um, Let me check something real quick, y'all. Do you think so? Yeah, I think the most important thing is like once again. So somebody said gut. It causes oxidation. 5G causes oxidation in cell. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't claim like I have like my little theory of what I think it is. Um, you know, uh, I'm getting ready to do some studies on germ theory, and then I need to find out if one of y'all email, let me know or put it in here, the alternate theory to that, to what germ theory, because there's another theory that counters that, but I can't remember. But I'm gonna study that. But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, when something's not acting right in your body, it's up to your immune system. So you need to strengthen your immune system. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the first systems to get weak on your body, through lack of proper nutrition, proper health, all that is your immune system. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's see. The and you just heard me bringing up from the Mullen and Ella campaign, why it's important, especially in this season, to just regularly, and like the tea we have that we drink is Mullen, Ella campaign, and elderberry. Um, the reason it's good to consistently be drinking that, or and on a regular basis, is because the Mullen and Ella campaign, they cause your respiratory system to secrete more mucus, and they cause the mucus to be able to move and not get stagnant and get expelled out of your body. And that's why it's important, because then you're more able to encapsulate any foreign matter that comes in there and all that stuff like that. Like I said, one of my I I should have, like, consistency is the key though. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm oops. What did I just do here? Y'all hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm just trying to follow along and hit the questions and stuff like that also while I'm going along. So somebody said, I listened to you last year when you told us to eat healthy and stay active. Yep, last year I was trying to tell people, man, and stay active. I think I caught it a few months ago. Mild fever and muscle aches bounced back in 2 days. That's right, and that, I'm telling you, and it's this thing's not complicated. Um, it's you just gotta, like, the three things I laid out are just gonna improve your life and everything anyway. Eating healthy, taking your herbs, and staying active. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, mullein tea and oregano oil extract helps pull fluid off lungs. Yep, and that oregano oil is an antiviral also. So that's a good combo also. How about echinacea tea? I don't know about that. I don't know about that echinacea. Muscle aches was the first symptom. Yeah. COVID-19 does cause blood clots. Uh, in the lungs, let me know. Let me know if it's in the lung. Black seed oil. Black seed oil is good. Like I said, I haven't had time to really dive all the way into black seed oil and do some extensive research. I just know for respiratory illnesses, the two most powerful herbs are going to be mullein and elecampane at my current level of understanding and research. Okay. Be consistent in taking herbal tea 2 to 3 times a day. Yeah. If you feel yourself coming down with something, man, like literally, you should just be flooding yourself with the herbs. And that's part of that. That's something I don't think I've stressed. And I wasn't even doing the way I needed to, is aggressively hitting these herbs. When you feel something coming on you, especially in this season, because this thing is going around. Uh, I notice a lot of conspiracy theorists and the people saying it don't exist. They're quiet. A lot of them, when they get it, they don't say nothing. You just don't see them for a while, and then they come back and they're not so against the virus anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're like, "Oh yeah, it's real." It's like, wait, you were saying it was all fake, 2 months ago. A lot. I think everybody knows this thing is real as hell now. Now, what it is up for debate, but that's not what this video is about. You know what I'm saying? This is just real talk about action steps. You know what I'm saying? Um, All first symptoms are not. No, they're not. And that's the thing that's so weird. It's like, man, you got some people having seizures. You got other people getting numbness. You got other people, it comes on and they get a head cold, throat itching, and issues like that. And then they turn around and there's other people, like I heard of one person, man, everything was going good. They didn't have no throat issues, nothing was going on. And then they next thing you know, they're having a hard time breathing, you know. Like me, it seemed like like anytime I'm about to get sick, even with this, anytime it's always in my throat first. So, um, like I said, the error I made, I didn't attack it aggressively enough. But like I said, it didn't really hit me like I've seen it hit some people. Um, see, organic nuts, fruits, vegetables every day, several times a day. Stay away from the sugar, red meats. They cause inflammation. They do. And I'm not saying eating meat is a sin or anything like that. I eat meat, you know. Um, we ate meat up at the Passover, you know. But like right now, we're on a fruit fast till the Shabbat. We're on a fruit fast. We're doing a fruit fast. Now we're doing it for spiritual reasons, but it helps, you know. Really, really, disciplining this flesh where you face these cravings you got and cleanse your body out. Like this is the thing, man, and this is all we're talking about. You see people, man, they'll wash up 3 times, 2 times a day. They'll wash, they take showers every single day. They'll take a shower and all that. They never take a shower on the inside of their body. You got people going 40, 50 years old, have never cleaned the inside of their body. Never. And that's what fasting does. That's what, like, one of the things I've been doing for almost a year now, more than a year, is I eat one cooked meal a day, you know. That's it. The rest is fruit, you know. Unless it's, that's not every single day. Sometimes I go out, get a pizza, get whatever, but for the most part, that's how I'm eating. And a lot of people are food addicts, so that's a hard, they can't even hold that thought in their head. Somebody said, I feel that same thing in my throat. I keep Halls with me all the time. If I feel anything, I pop a Halls. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know, and I don't know how them Halls work. Like I said, what I found worked good for me, and I'll tell you, because I'll be coming out with this soon. But you can make it yourself. Let me show you what is, because I don't use toothpaste anymore. I'm gonna tell you what I use. Internal herbal. Hold on one sec. Let me find this thing. I'll tell you what I use real quick. Y'all just bear with me. Search through my. Okay, I brush my teeth with tooth powder. And it's restorative. Um, and it got black walnut hull, bugleweed, dandelion, myrrh, neem bark, plantain leaf, not plantain, the banana looking thing, rosemary, and white oak bark. And I grinded it up into a fine powder. And I've been testing it on myself because from a check this out, from a lack of vitamin C, no, I'm sorry, from a lack of vitamin D, and from eating too much beans and stuff like that, the enamel on my teeth was beginning to wear away. So I stopped. I got more sunlight, got vitamin D, and I began brushing my teeth with that, and it reversed it. Reversed it. The other thing is, I'm sorry. So when you said you had a tickling in your throat, what I started doing, I was like, let me see how this work on this itching in my throat. And what I do, I take it and gargle it. And lo and behold, after 2 days, it went away. I have to try it some more, but it seemed to work. Okay, it seemed to be very effective, more effective than the slippery elm with the ginger. Okay, so somebody said I caught a chill last week. The same week, 3 people at my job were confirmed with it. I got under some blankets and broke out in a sweat, and then I was better. I juice ginger daily with 2 apples, 1 liter of water. So I believe that's what kept me my. There you go. Yep. And the thing is, these herbal combinations you see people putting in here, what they did, what you find, man, y'all got cures for this stuff, or I can't say cures. Y'all got healing for this stuff everywhere. It's everywhere. Um, in a lot of different herbs and stuff like that. Um, just what I try to do is research the most efficient, effective. Um, Bone set actually will help get rid of the that's an herb. Bone set will help get rid of the it's a diaphoretic, so it causes you to sweat more, so it'll help you detox from this thing quicker. That's why you have a fever, so you can sweat and expel it quicker. Is one of the quicker ways of getting stuff out of your system. So all right, so let's see. All right, so that's good information that they put in there. Yeah, gotta work out. Make sure wild oregano. Okay, it is not synthetic. Okay, they lie. It's real, but it's different for everyone. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's what I think, what like from my research, it jumps on cells and it infects cells. So based on what cells it latches onto and begins infecting and what cells are weak in you, that's the manifestations of it you're gonna have, you know. So yeah, that's why I think it's different from everyone. But um I know all the accounts I've been hearing and what the medical establishments have been saying, and I know a lot of people say they're lying, but like the strain, the UK strain, they said latches on the toughest. And like I said, man, when I felt that tickling in my throat, like I'd never seen nothing that persistent. Like, so it kind of lines up with what they're saying. Zinc, copper, theanine help fight oxidation of cells. Yeah, but I don't think that zinc is super alkaline. But shalom, brother. We take elderberry syrup. Oh, there you go. See? And it said and echinacea and golden seal pills daily. It has done wonders for our family. That's good. Uh Grace and peace to you too. When I got sick after COVID, it took my appetite and broke a lot of food addictions. Yeah, I bet it did. What your body does, though, see, the body knows what it needs to do to heal up. The reason the body zaps the appetite is because then it could heal up. It could divert all this energy from digestion to healing. That's why it's good to fast. See, the body's smarter than most of us. All right. It's not bad to eat too much fruit because of the sugar. Nah, it's not. There's people go on grape fast for like 90 days. They eat nothing but grapes for 90 days. There's people who eat nothing but lemons for 90 or more days. There's people who do an orange fast, nothing but oranges. And you could do that for 90 days. See if you could do nothing but meat for 90 days. See what happens to you. Or nothing but bread for 90 days. You see what happens. Okay? So nah, that is the Bible tells you he gave us the trees bearing fruit as meat, as the main thing to eat, you know. So um I'm not saying you can't eat meat. You can. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's clear we were designed to eat fruit. You know what I'm saying? And it heals you. It will heal you. It'll heal damn near everything that's out there. All right, I'll send you a video of 5G effect on the body. Okay. We originally only ate fruit. So let me say this about radiation and 5G. You got herbs like burdock root, I think it is. And there's other herbs. What is it? Might be cat's claw or something like that. But you got herbs, cilantro, that pull radiation. They will cleanse your body of radiation out of it. So it goes right back to what I'm saying. Herbs. It don't matter what's hitting your body. As long you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You got everything you need to do what you need. You don't need no daggone shot in your arm that's gonna make your whole face go numb and have a seizure and walk around looking like the daggone elephant man. You know, you don't need that. The Most High got you. He got the stuff growing right there out there among you. You know, y'all got dandelions popping up right now. Bitter herbs. Dandelion root is growing right in front of your house right now, more than likely, especially if you're in America. you, you could eat a ton of dandelion leaf and stuff like that, dandelion root, and cure yourself of this thing. I'm telling you, it's not, man, these people, man, they got us twisted. Yeah, somebody said, I do not want to eat meat for 90 days. Eat cheese for 90 days. Nothing but eggs for 90 days. See what happens, you know? Uh, 90 days of meat, no way. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be at the hospital for something that, you know. Um, but anyway, y'all, yeah, that is, we gotta we gotta have that. We gotta be aware of all that stuff. We gotta break these food addictions. It's imperative, man. If you're addicted to sugar and dairy and bread and grain and meat, and you're addicted to all that stuff, I'm not saying you can't have it. I eat it. Okay, I have my pizza from time to time, you know. But when you're a food addict and you can't just go all fruit for a little while to cleanse your body out, and you're not exercising, and your herbal knowledge is at zero, you look, you setting yourself up. It's becoming critical. It's becoming critical for you. Close that door. It's becoming critical for you to eat properly and eat according to the way Yah's word told us to eat. And like I said, I know some people believe you're not allowed to eat meat, or meat is you could eat meat, but you could see we were agricultural people who had farms. We ate mostly vegetables, fruits and vegetables. And the science backs it up. Everything backs it up, you know. And the information is being shouted out now. The information is at your fingertips to learn how to eat properly so you're not getting sick. So now, as this thing ramps up, and that's why I'm on here doing this video right now, as this virus thing ramps up, and these people begin to realize they stuff ain't gonna go back to normal. But as this thing ramps up, it's gonna be imperative that you take care of yourself. I mean, you got you got real knowledge, provable, observable, repeatable knowledge that's coming to you, that's tangible. You can prove it, you can test it. It's there for you. And now, if you choose not to do it, you're gonna get the result. You're gonna get hammered out here, man. Um, Somebody said some ginger and hot water and some honey. No water out in tea. I'm not sure what they're saying there. But yeah, man, it's it's beginning to it's approaching that point where it's crucial. Where if you're a person and you're morbidly obese and you're just overweight, or you're just a person who's, like I said, the three things: you're not doing any herbs, you're not, you don't really eat fruits and vegetables, so your diet is off, and you're inactive, man. That's three strikes. you know, you got some people, they do their herbs and they eat properly, but they might not exercise. Well, it might hit you. It'll get you a little bit. You got people who exercise. There's people who exercise real good, but they diet off and they don't take herbs. I mean, you see some of them. There was one person, he's a fitness expert dude, but he died. And just because somebody got all these muscles and all that, man, if you taking all them protein powders, dude, you are obliterating your kidneys. And what's gonna happen is you ain't gonna be able to filter out disease and stuff like that um, when it hits your body. Yeah, man, it's all real talk. So basically, you gotta know what when you're taking stuff into your body. You gotta know what's it doing to you. When I eat that pizza, I know what it's doing. I know, you know, um, know what it's doing. Know if you understand what everything's doing, then Somebody said cola is dangerous. Too much, not good. I would move to say, uh, Jan, I would move to say too much, not good. Any cola is bad because that's just poison in a can. you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't you don't even need protein. Like your body can makes that because your body got to break that stuff down. And like I said, bringing it all the way back home, straightway Florida spiritual combat style, bringing it all the way back home to a biblical spiritual thing. A lot of us need deliverance from these food addictions. Y'all got spirits on y'all that are causing y'all to, make food a god. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Give me thumbs up in there if y'all understand what I'm saying. Hit the like, hit the thumbs up button if y'all understanding that. Somebody said consistent iron intake is a must. Well, let's go back to brother Fritz. He made a good point. Consistent iron intake, particularly iron phosphate, and that's going right back again. When I say iron phosphate, I'm talking about this is the stuff that these herbs like elderberry. Elderberry is full of iron phosphate. Yellow dock, full of iron phosphate. You see what I'm saying? So when you're taking in one of the benefits of iron phosphate is when there's toxins in your system, it binds to them so that it's able to be carried out of your body and it doesn't decay. So it carry it out of your body. So that is a very good point Fricks put in there. Somebody said I stopped taking protein shakes a few days ago. yeah. Um, like I said, man, somebody said I know some homemade cola tastes nothing like the store healthy cola. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Maybe if you're talking about, yeah, I don't know anything about homemade cola. That's interesting. What I've been trying to do, what I do is try to consume everything in its rawest form. You know what I'm saying? So I try to eat my fruit. I don't try not to ever eat canned fruit. Um, I try to get it in its rawest form. My herbs, I try to have them in their rawest form. If I could actually have the berry, I get the berry. Sometimes I got chipped off bark of trees in jars and I grind it up. I want it ideally in its rawest form I could get it in. When I eat my pizzas, I have them bring the whole pizza to me. I don't eat it by the slice. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. Well, nah, I ain't kidding. I do. Don't eat pizza by the slice. But let me see here. I'm just checking something. But all right. I heard B vitamin can help. Um, like I said, I'm not so big on vitamins when like you could take something like nettles and it's gonna have all like a lot of these herbs I'm naming gonna have all your vitamins and minerals in them. If you're on a more plant-based, fruit-based diet, you're gonna get all your vitamins, minerals, and nutrients your body needs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just the same. It goes to the same thing. Let me see. Let me see what we got going here. Ooh, okay. I'm just checking something. But somebody said, "Bless you, brother. It was a pleasure meeting you at Dry Bones." Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of traveling. Got back from the Passover. Um, so yeah, it's uh it's definitely been real busy. I'll give y'all up there on that real quick. Yeah, I've been real busy. Really focusing on our goal of getting on land. Trying to really come out of this system in as, as much as is possible. And staying focused on that goal of coming out of this system. Whether it be literally like living in these neighborhoods because uh, we get harassed over here, by these neighbors. They like always got some issue with something, and we can't wait to get up out of here. But just getting everything together so that hopefully this year we could get on some land. Um, so far, it looks like we are on track for that. It's a goal. We set a high goal, and but it's not. It is for people who really get it. Really understand and really about this book, this word. Like what it sounds like. Yeah, yep. But anyway, with that said, y'all, appreciate all y'all tuning in, man. I just wanted to put that out there, man. Give y'all some real talk on what needs to happen. Somebody said if you're experiencing sinus pressure, try organic onions and garlic broth twice a day. Yeah, I I'd be careful with that, sis brother. Um, like I said, I had I'll just put it to you like this. I've done a lot of research. Um, I've read a lot of the medical papers that they've published on research they've done. Let me even show you a big book. Samantha, move that bag and get that big book there. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Show y'all. No, yeah, move that bag. Yeah, get that big. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Organic butternut squash helps heal the gut. Okay, I got a bunch of these. You see this? This is a natural medicines comprehensive database. This is a '05 one because I was able to get it for like $15 used. Uh, you can some of them you see where the doctors underline some. Doctors have these in their offices so that if you come in and you say, "Oh yeah, I take Yellow Doc," they could go in here and go to Yellow Doc and they can look up the contraindication. They can look up just a brief how it can affect you and this, that, and the other. This isn't a book I would go to learn about herbs, because when you read this, when you read what they written in this book, the way they wrote it, you could tell they don't believe in herbs. So they be like, has been known to do this, blah blah blah, and they don't tell you everything, but it'll give you contraindication and all that. But I study that. I study a lot of medical papers where they've done tests on herbs and all that stuff like that. Now I just do a lot of general reading on some of these herbs. And I'm telling you, the best thing for sinuses, for respiratory infections, for lung infections, for asthma, for all that is elecampane and mullein. Okay, that is the best stuff I could find. And then I think it's colt's foot, but particularly for the dry cough that comes with this virus, and for the for causing your respiratory system to begin secreting mucus and all that stuff, it's elecampane and um, and mullein. Okay. Somebody said, okay, yeah, I wouldn't. Like garlic is pretty extreme and pretty. It could be pretty brutal. So that's why I'm saying that. Somebody said, so doctors know healthy stuff, but they give you bull crap. Yeah. Well, you have to. That's a whole. You know, they call themselves. What they try to do, what doctors do, is isolate what they think are the constituents or the compounds that are in these herbs that they think are causing it to be effective, but they don't realize that the way these herbs work with all the different compounds that are in one herb, they work together synergistically. But the um, European caveman medical way of thinking, that's how they do stuff. So, you know, like the a lot of these herbs, they work on a lot of stuff. Like even the elecampane and mullein, those are the two things I use them for, but they work on a bunch of other stuff too. So garlic, you have to balance out. Okay, they take the easy way, solve a problem, make another. Exactly. Yep. They treat the symptoms. That's fact. That's fact. Truly. Yeah. So, but anyway, that's just some real talk I wanted to put out there to just, I know this thing is really ramping up, and I just want to make sure everybody is, protected. Somebody said, we found Dr. Sebi Smoothie Cleanse and Dr. Sebi Bible. That's good. Uh, the, and what that whole thing is called, that whole genre, whatever it's called, uh, the mucusless diet, or something like that, where cuts down on mucus. That's where Dr. Sebi falls. A lot of what I subscribe to falls right under that. Okay. Somebody said, it wise to follow his regime? Dr. Sebi's, yeah. Now I've people were saying that some Jewish people bought his website and like bought rights to a lot of stuff he made. So if you're thinking you're getting original Dr. Sebi stuff, I heard it's questionable. But as far as what he was teaching, yeah, it's the truth. Like the herbs I'm naming, he names them too. Yellow dock, burdock, all these um uh alkaline herbs and the alkaline diet and the foods stay away from all that. Yeah, it's the real deal. Um, Somebody said President Roosevelt got rid of the herbal doctor when he started his medical schools. Yep, I heard it was Roosevelt and the Rockefellers. Um, they came in and paid off the schools to learn how to isolate the medicine so that they can charge money for the medicine because they couldn't charge money for the herbs like they wanted or whatever. Yeah, just trying to control everything. Can I have uh can I have the Ella campaign and mullein in tea? Like, can I mix them? Yeah, we sell it. Household herbs dot was it org or com? Householdherbs.com. We sell it. And it's mixed. You know, so yeah, you can mix them together. Most of these herbs you could just mix them. You just gotta there's certain herbs you just gotta be careful. You gotta make sure you understand what they're gonna do and how they're gonna affect you. Um, but yeah, you can mix them. Yep. Um, let's see. Yep. Somebody was they said they are the same. They are the same. Vaccines are poisonous. Don't know what they put in the vaccine. Yeah, these vaccines consist of mRNA, and that's messenger RNA. And what it does, they inject it in you. What they inject in you, one of the mRNA messengers, that goes into your body. It goes into your cell, and the mRNA goes into the nucleus of your cells, and it's a messenger. It tells your cells, start creating this. And what they're telling you the vaccine does is it goes in, they inject it in you, it goes in, it's in your bloodstream, it goes into your cell, and it tells your cell, create these nodules on the outside of the cell. And it makes your cell create these things that look just like a corona cell. And once your cell does that, then your body signals that there's a foreign cell in your body. The immune system comes and kills the cell. It is so, and that teaches your immune system how to recognize the coronavirus quicker. It's not like now what the coronavirus does. It comes in, te- goes into your cell and tells your cell to keep replicating this viral strand and start creating these nodules and all this stuff. It does a bunch of other crap. All, all this does is just for the amount of mRNA that's in that injection you got, each of those, say it's 100 of them in the injection. I'm just, for example point. They'll inject it in you. It goes in your cells, and it'll hit 100 cells or whatever, and tell them to make themselves look like the coronavirus. And then your body, your immune system will kill it. But it doesn't replicate itself. The coronavirus replicates and does a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. So you need to, you definitely, and that's what they tell you. But that thing could do anything. Like they were saying, with the advances they made in mRNA, man, they can program your DNA any way they want. I don't want to give nobody that level of access. I don't have that level of trust with, my body. You know what I'm saying? With these people, given their past history, given the Tuskegee experiments and just all the stuff. Heck nah. When I know better, when I know that a proper diet will fix it, Um, yeah, somebody was saying, Brother Yaki, he teaches on this. He goes in deep. Patrick Dells, him too. Yep. My son says vaccines are good for us and he believes in science. Tell him he can have my vaccine. Tell him he could go ahead and take them. And then tell him he can have yours too. And like I said, time always tells. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, science is a religion. So that's his religion. But the diet and the herbs are the scientific method. That's what I was saying earlier when you heard me say that stuff. The scientific method means is provable, it's observable, and it's repeatable. So you're able, that's the scientific method. And herbs back that up. Fruit, the diet I said backs that up. The exercise backs that up, and you can test it on yourself. Uh, these injections, these vaccines, is provable, observable, repeatable that it will make the whole side of your face go numb and kill you. Because people done, a lot of celebrities and stuff done died from it. So let's see. So it injects. So somebody said, so it injects the coronavirus. No, what the vaccine injects in you, what they did is they took the coronavirus and looked at all you know, the DNA or whatever breakdowns of it. And the one thing they took from the coronavirus is the way it makes the outside of the cell look, or it create the outside. It turns the outside of the cell into the exact same thing as the outside of the coronavirus, which are the hook proteins. That's the stuff that hooks onto your cell and it won't let it go, and it causes so, but it doesn't create the other mechanisms that are in the coronavirus. That way your immune system will recognize it quicker and you'll have a quicker immune response to it. But elderberry do the same thing. It boosts your immune system, period, all around. And it don't fake it. And you get a quick immune response. You see what I'm saying? Some people, we get autism, ADHD, asthma. It wasn't a whole new lot before they stuck in the 70s. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, dude, these folks are wickeder than you could ever imagine because they do stuff so subtle. It's pseudoscience. Real science is godly. Devil science is in this world. Yep. They got people taking this vaccine, yet they still want people inside. Still, how you take a vaccine, yet you still have to have your mask on. Well, my thing is, like I said, I know a lot of people got different types of conspiracy theories or theories on what this thing is. Me, I believe it is airborne. I believe it's what they're saying it is. I know some people believe anything the news says is a lie. I believe like 80 to 90% of what the news says is true, but they just throw in, that's how you deceive people, where you make a little bit the lie. But I believe it's airborne, and I do believe in social distancing. I've been social distancing from these heathens forever. But yeah, I watching things and watching what's going on, I don't believe in large gatherings and all that stuff like that, especially when your immune system ain't where it needs to be. I mean, again, I'm going at what's provable, observable, and repeatable and experienceable, if that's a word, because I've experienced this stuff. So, I mean, at some point, folks gonna recognize this thing, you know. Um, if a lot, let me ask this person. Okay, that makes sense. I want to ask that person, whoever asked that, have you? They got people. Yeah, Bowman, have you had it? Have you gotten sick with it? Okay, yeah. Um, and like I said, the reason I believe it's airborne is because, man, when I felt it, it was in my nose, and then it went to the back of my throat, and I watched. I mean, so I don't, like I said, I'm be doing some research on germ theory, but as it stands right now, yeah, I think. Look, I believe like this is a plague, this is on them, and and it's airborne and all that stuff. Like I'm with it. Like that's what I believe, and I've arrived at that conclusion from experience and research and all that stuff. Um, but on the same note, let's look at the book. Y'all gave us the herbs to heal the nation. Here in Arkansas, the mask restriction has been lifted. Yep, they'll be putting it back on. Because I'm telling you, you let this thing go the way it looked like it's going. It looked like it's getting ready to really turn up to us. Let's see. Got my herbs. Thank you for mentioning the site. Okay, awesome. I felt it in my nose and throat first also. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I know people have the 5G theory, but you got people getting it where them mugs ain't even got 1G. So, like I said, virus have been long time, nothing new. Flu, same thing. Big old facts, Jan. That's big old facts. That was something I saw. They were talking about a virus that hit during the time of the Greeks. So I forgot all about that, Jan. And that's a big old fact that you gotta chew on. Uh, yeah. So yeah, the Republican states are trying to be more lenient, and the Democratic states are trying to be more restrictive. And like I said, me personally, I think, yeah, kind of don't be around a whole bunch of people. Uh, Generally, I'm not around the general public anyway, unless I go to the store to get groceries. And like I'm not at the football games and all the events and their fairs and all this stuff. I just seriously have no desire to be around, you know, these nations. Somebody said no. I've been Florida, but I haven't gotten sick yet. The only time I got sick is in December 2019, real bad, but the doctor said it was a cold. That was when I was in D-Ware. Yeah, so like I said, everybody I seen who got it, they said it like there one person said it was like nothing they ever experienced in their life. Other people say it was like something on a spiritual level. Like it was just something like never before. Never had nothing hit them like that, you know. And like I said, that's why a lot of the conspiracy, from my vantage point, from what I've seen, a lot of conspiracy theory talk then dropped off. It seemed like folks done stopped talking, you know. And like I said, you know, somebody said, follow not the ways of the heathen. Nope. Man, don't trust these, man. But yeah, man, don't let them. So let me say this real quick. Like, I watch what they do. I watch what they do with the news. It's like, man, they be like, oh, they show you all this scary stuff. And they're like, this is why we need to get the vaccine. Hey, man, what else are you going to do? Like, what else are they going to do? This, when we sitting there telling you, we trying to get this truth out. This is why you eat properly. This is why you learn about herbs. This is why you exercise and you get active. It also say, I believe that the importance of the Passover. I get your covering that Yahoo may pass over you us with this plague. Yeah, but and check this out, y'all. Building on that, it tells you that he told eat the meal with bitter herbs. With bitters. Bitters, what? They cleanse. They're astringent. What are the bitter herbs that sprout in the weeks leading up to Passover? Dandelion root. You see what I'm saying? It's like, man, I'm telling you, this thing's solid. All right, I believe a lot, but there's a lot of bitters that sprout up around that time. Bless you and your house. Always a pleasure. Shalom. Shalom. It's biochemical warfare or witchcraft. Yeah, but it ain't gonna beat Yah's herbs and Yah's truth. You know what I'm saying? Um, the white man Esau is dropping the virus. It's Masonic, he Hegelian dialectic problem reaction solution. Um, I don't the viruses like I've seen documentaries and stuff that they have done that these other nations have done, and yes, they make or perfect and manipulate these viruses. And it could be whatever it is. Hungarian dialectic is book dialectic, you know what I'm saying? Because this thing on their ass. You know what I'm saying? And if we do what y'all saying, what the book say, it ain't gonna be on us. Women take the vaccine, maybe want sterile eggs. Who knows? Well, it's good you that's a good point you just made there, Jan. They can with mRNA, they can make you sterile. They can do anything to you. There was a video that came out a while back about that gene. What's that gene? The They called it like the religious zealous gene or something. They can with mRNA they can turn off certain DNA markers or whatever. Like they can do anything. Like you don't. That's like letting somebody have access to the settings on your computer. You know, that's like hey, this is the password to my computer, and you go to a hacker's website and say, hey, here's my computer login. You know, and these people are, they hackers. Okay, viruses are man-made. They have patents. Well, that's something I'm gonna be researching. That's why I'm gonna research germ theory and all that, because like the one of the people said, there's been pandemics and stuff like that, and viruses and stuff like that since the Greek times. If I'm right, I might be wrong. But again, we're in an area that I'm not educated in, so I'm gonna do my research. What's the website to buy herbs again? Could you repeat it? It's householdherbs.com. That's Koya's website, and that's where we sell it. .com, right? Yeah. So, um, let's see. What? No, that's the plan. They they are youth population control. Uh, I I just look at the book, okay, and like where I'm at, I just see where it says there will be plagues that will take over the whole world, and this is a plague over the whole world. The news had a story where they said China engineered this disease. Yeah, but again, you don't. What I tell people, don't waste time on stuff that's not provable, observable, repeatable. Now, people are telling they got good theories on that really make a lot of sense, but how do I prove it and observe it and repeat it? And that's why, like I said, I'm not spending a whole bunch of time on that, because what I can prove, what I did observe, and what I did repeat was I got that jump. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people get it, and I've seen what's happened, so I know it's real. So that's where I keep my focus at. Maybe why are they doing the Asian hating thing? Well, you figure China got the whole world sick, so that's why everybody. You got a lot of people. Close that door. That's why you got a lot of people running around, you know, punching Asians in the head and stuff like that. I have a link to a video from 2014 when they were planning all this stuff. I can drop the link if you want. Yeah, you could drop it if you want. I trust me. You know, I've heard all the theories and concepts. You know, I watched some movies. Where it was some movie we watched it, and it was made back in maybe '07 or something, and they talking about social distancing and all that stuff. There you go. I like this verse right here. Psalms 83, chapter 3. It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." And they did that. Matter of fact, they got them Ashkenazi, so-called Jews over there said that Christ done returned over there. I don't know if y'all seen that, where they said Christ done came back and all that, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off from being a nation that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And that's why the Most High dealing with them right now. That's why you see China getting ready to go to war with Taiwan, or they talking about invading Taiwan, which guess who is Taiwan's ally? And then you see Russia talking about invading Ukraine, which guess who their ally is? It's like, man, folks is picking teams for World War III, something, you can see that thing. But yeah, y'all, I'll be keeping y'all in the loop because, like I said, we got a lot of little tinctures we're working on, so that you don't have to take it as a tea. You can just put a dropper in and all that. But that's down the road. It's in testing on me and other people. So ain't But anyway, y'all. With that said, I'm gonna wrap this up. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. That if y'all appreciated the information that I brought out, hit that like button, hit that love button, hit that share button. Definitely share this, get the word out. Share it, y'all. Send it to your family members. And try to not to make it super religious, so people could get just at least get some understanding and not be in ignorance on this thing. But definitely get it out there, y'all. Share this information so that folks ain't in the dark and people don't feel like their only option is a vaccine. So appreciate it. That said, y'all, Michael Israel, Spiritual Combat, Straightway, Florida. Shalom, shalom.